Well, it says on live, I have a new webcam. I'm interested to see whether the new webcam is an improved picture or not, because I've noticed that when I go live with some others on their channels, oh, and I did not do the mute. There we go. I've noticed when I go live on other people's channels. Oh, for pity's sake, where's my mute? There's my mute. Ridiculous. Can't cope with life. Noticed when I go live with some other people on their channel, my picture quality is very, very poor compared to theirs. So I invested a huge sum of money in a new webcam, and I'm interested to see if this is better. It does have rather jazzy disco lights, so if nothing else, I can party on down to the lights of my webcam. Apparently I have one viewer. Hello, one viewer. Pop in the chat and say hello. I also had an eBay message come through just as I decided to go live. I love eBay messages. You see an eBay message come through and you're like, okay, it's going to be a complaint. It's going to be a complaint. It's going to be a complaint. Oh, eBay's done a weird thing this week. It's added a load of sizes to things that aren't correct. And now I'm getting messages going, these things don't, your title doesn't agree with your description. So I can see people arriving. So let's say some hellos. I can see Amy FF. I can see Karin, Selena, Mind the Scrap, which is my friend Emma. Hi, Emma. Duffercat from Florida. Scooby Shaggy. If any of you are into scrapbooking or bullet journaling, I can't speak. Shall I go again? Shall I leave and come back? If any of you are into scrapbooking or bullet journaling, click on Mind the Scrap, follow her channel. She runs a scrapbooking website, does supplies and so on and so forth. Really, really good fun to watch. Look at my roots. If this is a better picture quality, then it's really showing my roots. That's shocking. I can also see Lobster Pot, DBG, the notorious DBG as she's now known, Sarah Lindley, Darren Tech Support Smart, who without Darren Tech Support Smart, I would not be talking to you on this webcam right now. Julie, Paul, Phoebe, Betsy137 Reseller, hi. That's a new name that I don't think I've seen before. Carrie, which is L33 Mrs. Steve, the man himself, my favourite Steve. Claire Riley, Jason Entwistle. Hello, everybody. Why aren't you all working? I thought nobody will come in. It's a Friday afternoon. I'm not normally here. They'll all be busy slaving away. I thought, you're not slaving away. You're just twiddling your thumbs waiting for somebody to go live. That's what you're doing. Michelle Mandy, she's called Mandy, but I call her Michelle because that's who I am as a person. It's not really an excuse, is it? I can't remember names. It's early onset Alzheimer's. Kirsten says, I've got no interest in selling clothes, but G's on board in the shop. Is it quiet, Kirsten? I suppose it's a difficult time of year for antiques. You might pick up November time because people might buy antiques for other people for Christmas, maybe. So can you tell, is it snowing anywhere else apart from in Alfreton? Well, it's not snowing here, Sarah. I've got gorgeous sunshine. Odd weather you've got there. Are you sure it's snowing? It's not just somebody outside your window chucking confetti around. Is this a better quality picture or not, people? Help me out here. Yay or nay? You'll only know if you watch me before, obviously. If you've never watched me before, you're like, I don't bloody know. What are you asking me for? I've called her Mandy. She's called Michelle. I don't know what her name is anymore. She's called Mandy. She's pretending she's Michelle. It's not snowing in Devon or Essex, apparently. So, Karen says it is better quality. Duffercat says it isn't the best quality from what I can see. It does have a zoomy, focusy thing. I zoomed out like that yesterday, and then I zoomed back in. That's as zoomy in as I can be, or as sharp as I can be, I think. But yeah, without Darren, I wouldn't be using it at all because he absolutely heroed yesterday, and I was like, I don't know how to make the damn thing work. Selena says quality is about the same, so maybe it's my computer. Does that make a difference? I don't know. Maybe it's my internet. I'm here anyway. Peter Ray's in. Hi, Peter. So the Tack Doctor is in as well. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone. Tack Doctor is sanding skirting boards. Lovely, rather you than me. DBG says she thinks it's about to snow in Ireland. She's been shivering all day. So yeah, there we go. Lots of weather talk. I have a new charity shop contact. The manager of local charity shop has been selling me bags of clothing which she has taken off the shop floor as unsold for around £10 a bag. It's taken me a while to build this up. I did mention it in the chat the other night. Hi, Ali. Nice to see you. This is my friend Ali as well. Ali and Emma are good friends as well, so they know each other. Emma's here somewhere, Ali. Yes, so she's been selling me sacks of clothing for less than £10. Some of them £10, sometimes less. She rang me and said, oh, I've got a couple more bags if you'd like to pop and pick them up. And I thought, oh, I haven't really got space for a couple more bags, but I don't want to start saying no, because obviously I want to nurture this this new contact. So I said yes. When I popped there, she's Spanish, this lady. She's a lovely lady, but apparently in Spain a couple means 6 bags. I did post a picture on one of the groups yesterday saying, help, my charity shop contact has turned into the magic porridge pot, just won't stop giving. So I am this that you can see behind me. This is the top layer. All below there is sacks of clothing. There's a sack there. So I've opened one of the sacks just for the sake of being able to pile things up. But I thought I would go through them with you guys. Let's move that. I thought I'd go through them with you guys and we'll see what I've got. Basically, when she saw my face, that it was 6 sacks, not a couple. She said, oh, you can have all 6 for £45. I was like, oh, that's £7.50 a sack. I cannot say no. So I brought them home, filled the car up. Literally filled the car up because the boot was already full of grocery shopping. So I tried to change gear and I couldn't move my arm. Oh, Karen says she's doing relists and loads have disappeared. I hate that when that happens. I'm sorry if anybody's popped in and I haven't said hello, by the way. Hello to anyone who's there. So I brought all 6 home. There's some fabulous stuff. Ali, Emma, if you want to pop around and get a new coat, I've got plenty. And yes, and Phoebe says she's watched Steve on the big telly last night. Looked great, so love his badge. Steve's got an amazing badge made by Lex Oliver. I'm not sure where Lex is today. Normally if there's a live, she's straight in there, but perhaps she's actually doing some work. I mean, it's not unheard of, is it? Well, it is unheard of, but miracles do happen. So, first up I got, out of these bags, as you can see, it's the Break charity shop. And bear in mind, like I said, I paid £7.50 per bag. This very first item coming out has got a £7 price stick on it. Where are we? Can you see that? Is that focusing at all? £7. There we go. The brand inside said Silence and Noise, and I did not recognise that. But when I Googled it, it turned out to be part of something that I did recognise, and now I've bloody forgotten it again. Head like a sieve, you wouldn't believe. Silence and Noise. They're a subdivision of another brand that I did recognise, but I've forgotten. But it's quite a nice jacket. Look, I quite like that. It's satin. It's a satin bomber jacket with embroidered panel detail, and one on completed and sold had gone for nearly £20. So that made... Oh, Lex has just arrived. There she is. I was just talking about you, Lex. Just saying, in fact, you were working and you came in and proved that you weren't. And there's Lainey as well. Hi, Lainey. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. £7.50 for the bag. If I can get 20 for that, we are laughing. We are cooking with gas. Next out, I got a warehouse denim jacket. I can't decide if it's very grubby or if it's that kind of denim that's meant to look very grubby, but that's another one with a 7. I think it's meant to look grubby because the inside's that brown denim base. And that one's marked at 7 as well. I don't normally sell denim jackets. Anybody do well with denim jackets? Anybody sitting there going, oh? And then this one is Marks and Spencer. It's a quilted hacking jacket, so it's got dust on it from my room already. Quilted kind of country style jacket. They had this priced at £8. So bear in mind, I said she sold me the entire sack for £7.50. And so far I've had 2 7s and an 8 that she'd taken it off the shop floor at. So Marks and Spencer, quite happy with that, really. I'm going to end up in such a mess here. DBG says I'm making a full Irish for lunch. I don't know what you get in a full Irish that you don't get in a full English. I know if you have a full Scottish, you get a stotty cake and stuff like that, don't you, and whatever. But I don't know what you get in a full Irish. So Lex is flirting with people. Nothing new there. Vicky and Phoebe both say they do well with denim jackets. Carmen says she does well with denim. Mandy says dirty denim's all the go. So yeah, please. Hi, Spellweaver. Yeah, pleased with those. This one, I thought for the first moment when I saw the embroidered badge inside, I thought it might be Desigual. I can't say that, Desigual. But it's not. It's actually Next. Which somebody's posted on the Tap Chat this morning that Next are cracking down on selling their stuff. So let's hope that's a mistake. But it's quite nice. It's furry lined. I quite want to climb in there and go to sleep. Green cotton winter jacket with furry lining. I'm very sleepy today. Had a late night. I went out. Went to Ali, come round and try stuff on, love. I've got more stuff than I can shake a stick at. Lex says I don't flirt, I insist. So yeah, I've lost my thread. Lex has made me laugh and I've lost my thread. Phoebe's also had neck stuff removed. Let's hope that's just a glitch. Let's hope it's a famous glitch. Topshop, again, priced up at £7. Topshop army green coat. I mean, there's more than £7.50 in this bag, isn't there? Let's face it. David G said, no, actually, a full Irish. I chopped my husband up this morning. That's what you get in a full Irish breakfast. A complete Irishman. Regatta. Again, you see regatta at the car boot sales. And I used to buy this kind of Mountain Warehouse regatta style stuff. And I sold a couple without checking them properly, which was a mistake, I admit. And they came back because... Well, this is one that turns into a bag. Those were always nice. They came back because the lining was damaged and I hadn't noticed. And since then, that kind of scared me off of buying waterproof jackets. But... Okay, regarding this next thing, Lex says she's coming to see me tomorrow. She's staying the night. Of course, you'll stay the night. You may get lucky, love, but it won't be with me. Regarding the next thing, Darren says eBay seem to be saying that the photos are property of Next and cannot be used, even when it's your own photos. Well, they won't win that law because I own the copyright to any photograph I've taken. And if Next think they're going to start going around going, people can't be photographed in our clothes, it's going to make it very, very difficult for them to produce their catalogue, isn't it? So, Lady says there's a Next Facebook page. You know, I never sell on Facebook. I really try and avoid sell on Facebook, but perhaps I should get over myself. And yeah, Mandy says she won't even give you a hug, Lex. I will shake hands, Lex. Although Ali hugged me last week, didn't you, Ali Smits? If she's still there, she hugged me last week. And then, bless her, she sent me a message several hours later to say, I've just realised I hugged you. I'm really sorry. That's how well known it is that I am opposed to physical contact, that my friends apologise if they hug me without thinking. Karen says the last shelf is finally going up in her kitchen. And Lex Oliver says that I'm frigid. I'm most certainly not frigid, Lex. There's a reason I look so tired today. I'm just not Lesbeth Murph. Lesbeth Murph is a family word, but I can't even remember where Lesbeth Murph came from. Lesbian changed into Lesbeth Murph. It's just a family word. Steve says I got a hug off Carla. Yes, different when it's a man. I don't mind touching men. Ali says she got away with hugging me. It was Sean Gilbert says, I hope other brands follow suit, else I presume you mean don't follow suit. Yeah. Carmen says, I wanted to hug you, Carla, but I was scared. I don't beat people up for it. I just go a bit kind of like, oh God, somebody's touching me. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. Right. Yes, Lobster Spot, Lesbeth Murph. I don't know. You know how you have these weird things in your family? Like when I was a kid, milk was called Clim. Milk backwards. I don't know why. It was just a family thing. I probably didn't start it, but somehow along the way, you know, one of Peter Kay's sketches. I'm scared of you, Caroline. I let you hug me. One of Peter Kay's sketches is that he says his nana can't say the word lesbian. His nana always says lesbian. And somehow at some point in our house it got changed into Lesbeth Murph. I don't know how, but if you're blue and you're gay and you're female, you're a Lesbeth Murph. You don't have to be blue. You can just be a female. I can't explain it. Lex says, when I hugged Carla, she was sleeping. I would have woken immediately if anybody had touched me in my sleep. Immediately. Lobster Pots has been called a lot of things in my time. But there you go. I think it's more fun, isn't it? Rather than saying, because lesbian's an odd word, isn't it? Like men just have gay, and I suppose women have gay as well, but men never go around going, yes, I'm a homosexual. Whereas women do use the term lesbian, and I don't know why they don't just use gay, and I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why men get to use just gay rather than going, I'm a homosexual, which is kind of a long-winded way of saying it. Anyway, now you can use lesbian Smurf. I give it to the world. Lesbian Smurf, help yourselves. It's all gone wrong again, hasn't it? Come on. And I think to myself, I will do a professional, normal, sensible, clothing-related live stream. I will show what I've got and people will be impressed with my professional reseller knowledge and my manner, and everything will be fine. And literally within 7 minutes, we're talking about Lesbie Smurfs. And I've made it plain that I thought I'm an idiot. Within 7 minutes. 7 minutes in. I suppose that's an improvement, because if you meet me in real life, you can tell I'm an idiot within about 2 seconds. So Sean says I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is. Sean says he's trisexual. He'd try anything sexual. And Lost Support says we generally use leather or dyke. See, dyke's a funny one, isn't it? People who aren't gay don't know if they're allowed to use dyke because they're not sure if it's going to be taken offensively. Whereas gay people can use it about themselves. A bit like puff. Like, I wouldn't call a bloke a puff in case he was offended, and yet gay men call each other puff all the time. So, and black men with the N-word and things like that. We're treading on a minefield, aren't we? We're all wandering around trying not to upset. At least I'm trying not to upset anyone. I don't know about anybody else. Lex says she's a gay man trapped in a lesbian's body. Lainey Ray says, my dad says, one of them. He can't say it, and it's not like it's a problem as my daughter is one. It's weird, isn't it? That's another generation, isn't it? Another generation. My mother started telling me about transsexuals yesterday and how they were just, most of them were just doing it because they wanted attention. And I was like, Mum, I can't have this conversation with you because I will get angry and we will row, and you're an old lady, and I just have to accept that hopefully that view from that generation will be gone soon, and we'll all be a little bit more accepting of everybody else being. How did this happen? Clothes. Julie Hillel just said, "Is this a reselling vlog?" It's meant to be. Right, I'm ignoring anything in the chat. There was a drill. Oh, Karen says she repeat that. Like the drill in her house. I thought there was a drill here. I'm ignoring anything in the chat that isn't related to clothes now. We're going to be very, very professional and do it properly. So this is Maine, New England. Is that Macmillan, Maine? That rings a bell. Oh, we might have got to the bit where I have to start taking my clothes off. No, my glasses off. Taking my glasses off to read. Debenhams. Maine is Debenhams. So that's just a little pink lightweight jacket. Again, I must be on 60 quid in the charity shop prices so far. No, Alex, we cannot. Thank you, Caroline. Caroline and Carrie both shot in with Debenhams while I was still trying to peer at the tag. If I paid more attention to the people in the chat instead of trying to read the tiny print. Hi, Joni. I didn't see you come in. Sorry if I've missed anyone else, by the way. Mango suit. Well, I only have the top half, but it's kind of like a tuxedo style jacket. With one pop. Look at all my chins pinning that down. This is when lots of chins come in useful, you see. Yeah, one popper, tuxedo style suiting jacket. But here's ladies. It's well, the tag says large and the one in my hand says medium, so God knows. It's a size something or other. Don't know whether I'd have any joy with that when I haven't got a bottom half either. And I really like this one. This is a French brand. It's called Genevieve Tarka, and it's Paris. It was priced up in the shop at £7 again. I like the cut. I mean, plainly it won't go anywhere near. Probably just about fit a thigh if I'm lucky. But I like the fact that it's the fastenings all over to one side. Is there a word? It's not really double-breasted because it's more over than a double-breasted. So yeah. Lainey says maybe the other half's in the other bags, perhaps. Yeah. Phoebe says right time of the year for the tux. Heather sells those tuxedo jackets for crazy money, even if they're ladies, or is it just men's that normally go well? Hi, Mags. See, I really like that, and it's a nice red and black. It's not a houndstooth check. It might look like it on the screen, but it's not. It's just a red and black check. I looked at the brand. It doesn't seem to sell for very much, but I liked it anyway. This one is. It just says technicals. Again, when I looked at the brand, I found a lot of like Nike technicals and Mountain Warehouse technicals and whatever other technicals, but I didn't find anything that just said technicals. So I'm a bit at a loss to work out where this one is from, unless the inner tag will give it away a bit. No, the inner tag is holding its secrets as well. So I don't know, unless technicals is a brand on its own, but nothing came up on a very quick search with just technicals on its own. How much do we think we've got here so far? I mean, I must have like 10 or 11 coats there so far. Even if I plug them at a tenner each, I've made a profit out of my £7.50 bag, haven't I? And surely they must go for more than a tenner each. In with all the random coats was this skirt. It's a lovely suede skirt. Sonia Nuttall for Autograph. Autograph is Marks and Spencer, isn't it? Yeah. And I think it feels like it might be real suede. It's got a dry cleaning tag in it, which is indicative. Yeah, autograph made in Turkey, UK 10, 100% suede with 100% polyester lining. So there we go, 100% suede skirt. That's quite nice for this time of year. Lex says, Carla, would you mind if I measure things while listening? Lex, I don't care what you do while listening, as long as you don't tell us too much about in depth. You can do whatever you want while you're listening to the sound of my delightful voice. Chris Gotts is in. Hi, Chris. And Peter Ray says, what's everyone hoping to win in tonight's raffle? I haven't bought my tickets yet. Must buy tickets for raffle. Must do that. Think this one's vintage. Caroline will know. Country Casuals. That's quite an old Country Cash label, isn't it, Caroline, if you're still there? Phoebe might know as well. I think Phoebe's a bit up on the vintage stuff. Am I thinking of the right people? It's pure new wool. It is a flared check tartan, flared tartan skirt. And I'm pretty sure that's a vintage label, which means it'll need measuring, because although it says size 12, it may not be a modern day 12. Darren says Technicals seem to mainly sell outdoor sporty stuff. Minutes Blacked and Amazon House. Okay, great. So it is a standalone brand then. It's not just that I'm missing out where it's actually from. Lex, you buy as many tickets as you want, love. You don't have to be a sheeple. Or as you can afford. They're £2 a ticket. If anybody's watching and they're not sure what's happening, just a very quick recap. The last of the donated items that were donated to the TAT auction in aid of Macmillan and cancer research in honour of Tom's mum, which we've been doing on Tom's and Nick's channels over the last few weeks. The last items are being raffled off tonight. Raffle tickets cost £2 each, and to buy your tickets, you go to one of those two pages. The links are underneath Tom's most recent video and underneath Nick's most recent videos. You go to the pages, you make a donation, and then you post on the reselling auction page how much you've donated, and Nick will allot you some allocate and allocate. They're both the same thing, aren't they? You'll have some tickets allocated to, some numbers allocated to you, and then they'll be pulled by random number generator. So £2 per ticket. You can buy as many as you want. And DBG said, I think I'll just make a donation. Well, you, by all means, if you just want to make a donation, you can do that. We are, I say we, I know Nick is incredibly, Nick and Tom are incredibly grateful for all the donations that we made. It's on 7.5k, Tap Doctor says, so it's doing amazingly well. I mean, I think Tom was hoping we might manage 500 for each charity. I think that was his original thought. And you guys have just been mind-blowingly generous. You've been so generous with your donations, and like I said, 7.5k, that's amazing. That's a real legacy for Tom's mum, isn't it? That's absolutely stunning. I've gone out of focus. Is that excitement that's done that, do you think? Because I got excited about the 7.5k. It took me out of focus. So yeah, if you can afford tickets, then do go make your donation. Let Nick know how much you've donated, and he'll allocate your numbers. If you can't afford tickets, tune in tonight anyway and watch the draw. We're going to have a good laugh together. We'll be in the chat. It's going to be good fun. Make sure you come along. I believe, although I wouldn't swear to it, I believe it's Nick's channel. But if I'm wrong, somebody will tell me in the chat now. Lil and a half says Carla nearly missed you. I've got that was one bag. I'm going to be here for weeks. There are some fabulous prizes in the draw. Guys, if you want to post in the chat, that you guys who know what's in there, I can't even remember half. I know there's a SNES Mini in there, but if you guys can post in the chat what kind of things are still on offer in this raffle, I'm sure that will be gratefully received by people who are hearing about it the first time. Amaranto Woolmark blend skirt. Again, not something I would normally pick up, but when you're getting it for no money, then you don't turn things down, do you? I think I may have gone into the second bag. I know I undid 2 bags. That one's Peruna. That's another nice winter skirt. They've had that on sale for £5, so I can get more than £5 for a Peruna skirt, I'm sure. And then that one's M&S again. Just a black straight skirt, office style workwear. And then a longer skirt, brand new with its tags, from Autonomy. Where's Autonomy? That's another one that sounds familiar. I'm not doing very well on my... This was the $29.95 when it was new. Is Autonomy an in-store brand for somewhere? Amaranto is Matalan. Thank you, Karin. I just need you guys on permanent speed dial to tell me what I don't know, which is most of the things that I want to know. Oh, Kirsten says her dad's silver dish is in there. This is a silver dish that I think Kirsten inherited from her dad, if I remember correctly. And she specifically wanted to donate it. Kirsten, do correct me if I'm saying this wrongly, because it's been a while since I read your post. But I think Kirsten specifically wanted to donate it because it's a cancer research charity. So, so yeah, that's a really nice addition, that one, to the raffle. I know Baz Wright has donated his work have donated a food hamper that's gone in the last couple of days. He told the guys at work how things were going, and they donated a food. Autonomy is M&S. Thank you, Julie. They donated a food hamper, so I know that's in there. I think there's some Furbies in there somewhere. Tap Doctor says, Channel 4 are having stand up to cancer tonight. No Furbies, no Nort covers, no snotty tissues, and no side chat. Amateurs. Autonomy has the store seen to sell through shopping TV channels. Thank you, Darren. Darren's literally there, tapping away on his keyboard, finding out all this stuff that I don't know for me. Fantastic. If I can perfect this, I'll never have to do any work. Never have to do any work. Somebody else will don't do all my work for me. Another Peruna skirt. This is a green denim. It says stretch, although their idea of stretch and mine is not a lot. It's a little tiny bit of give. But it's quite a nice skirt, that, isn't it? Kind of military style. If there's such a thing as a military skirt. I see 2 silver buttons, I go, that's military. Okay. And then, yeah, that must have been 1 sack, because there are another 5 sacks by my feet. I may not do all of them, because A, I'll be here until the end of time, and B, where am I going to put it all? But then that's an ongoing perennial problem now. Where am I putting all this stuff? I said to Karen yesterday, I'm worried about where I'm going to sleep at this rate. You won't have to worry about where to sleep, Lex, when you come to stay. I'll just bed you down on a nest of clothes. I can't get this knot open. Working on it. Okay, I'm in. So this one, I had seen this stuff because I had opened the bag already. But this one is a complete mystery. We just catch up with this. Kirsten says, yes, my dad died a couple of years ago. We had to cope without the help of Macmillan nurses for about 6 months. Literally clueless. As soon as a Macmillan nurse was found, it made a huge difference. I'm sorry for your dad, the loss of your dad, Kirsten, but I'm so glad Macmillan were able to help you. I know my gran was also helped by Macmillan nurses. So they do a fantastic job. They really, really do. Bed you down, Lex. Bed you down. This one is Timberland. It was priced in the shop at £10. So you remember, this is another £7.50 sack. That's got to be a men's, hasn't it? I'm lost behind it. It says it's a large. So, yeah, so £7.50 for the entire sack, and that one was priced at £10 on its own. So this is definitely a good investment. I'm sure it is. Yeah, Mandy says, I'm at busting point, can't buy any more stock. Darren says, I trust these will all be listed by Monday colour. You can trust as much as you want, Darren, but your trust may be somewhat misplaced. Oh, and here's a win. Do you know, sometimes you just go, yes, I'll have one of those. This is, can you see that? Peruvian Connection. There's money there. I couldn't tell you how much, but I know that's a brand you look out for. Peruvian Connection. That's massive. It's proper cozy as well. I'm so tired. I just want to get into all these jumpers and go to sleep. But yeah, that's huge. Oh, there's the 100% wool made in Uruguay. Is Uruguay in Peru? I thought Uruguay was a place of its own. I remember having this conversation before when I bought something Peruvian about not knowing where anywhere is. Kath said, Kath's in. Hi, Kath. I was just about to go to the parcel shop when I picked up my phone and found you alive. Now I've released the sausage dogs from the back room, made a coffee and waiting to be entertained. Manny says 30 on the Timberland. There you go. This bag is such a win already. I've got a 30 £30 Timberland coat, and now I've got a Peruvian Connection jumper. I really want to climb into that and go to sleep. So tired. I might have to have a nap if I'm going to stay awake for the raffle tonight. I might have to have a nap. And then this one feels like it might be cashmere. It's monsoon. It's either cashmere or Angora, I think. Lamb's wool, cashmere, Angora blend. There you go. I do know some things. There we go. That's a lamb's wool, cashmere, Angora blend from Monsoon. It's a wrap style cardigan. This is such a winning bag. This is a happy sack. Such a happy sack. Ask Paddington where Peru is. Yeah, deepest, darkest Peru. I sold Aunt Lucy recently. Funny you should say that. Yeah, Darren says some great prices on that Peruvian connection. Could be great. That I really hope so. Pair of autographed trousers. Straight leg, I believe, or no, tapered. Slightly tapered leg. If this is a proper random bag, this. What's that? Children's. She snuck some children. She knows I don't do children. She snuck some children's stuff, and I don't even know where that's from. Marks and Spencer, children's body warmer, 1.5 to 2 years. There we go. I don't do kids stuff. I don't feel there's enough money in it usually. LK Bennett. LK Bennett trousers. This is such a happy sack. Why has that reminded me of the Raggy Doll theme tune? Was there a happy sack in Raggy Dolls? For some reason, this is for a Break charity shop. I don't know if Break is all over the country, but it's Break Children's Charity. Yeah, for some reason, that's reminded Raggy Dolls, dolls like you and me. Raggy dolls, made imperfectly. So if you're not at ease with your knobbly knees and your fingers are all thumbs, stand on your 2 left feet and join our Raggy Doll chums. Isn't it amazing what your brain hangs on to? Raggy Dolls, all these years later. Pair of jeans, random jeans, don't know where from. Size 10, Dorothy Perkins. Size 10 Dotty Piece jeans. I don't sell a lot of trousers, but I will list these some point over the winter. They're a boot cut. And apparently corduroy is in this year. The bags were £7.50 each, Kath. This is mega. £7.50 a bag. I'm doing so well out of them. Marks and Spencer size 14 needle cord trouser. I'm glad I didn't say no. I nearly said no when the lady was like, I've got a couple more bags. And when I turned up and there was 6, I nearly went, I can't take 6 more bags. I can't do it. I don't know where to put them. I'm glad I didn't, because they're definitely worth the money. It's just that I will have to live surrounded by second-hand clothing. Marks and Spencer Collezione 100% extra fine merino wool. That's a gent's jumper there. Merino wool jumper. Always, again, I would buy merino wool if I saw it in the shop. So what I have noticed as well is I go into this shop regularly, and some of these things that I'm pulling out are things that I've looked at on the rails and almost bought and then thought, no, that's too much money. So it just paid to wait. Again, another children's coat. I might donate these to there's at the end of the road, although nobody's supposed to know about it, everybody does. It's one of those secrets that everyone knows about. There is I'm going to say battered wives because I can't think of the other word. An abused wives charity home at the top of it. What do they call it? Shelter. Safe house. I'm going to get this out. You're not supposed to know, but obviously the whole street does know because everybody knows everything. And they're always grateful for children's clothes and that, because sometimes, of course, their kids arrive in just what they stand up in. So yes, I'll pop up and see if any of these kids' clothes are any good out there. This is a Hello Kitty. It's actually from Japan. It's a Hello Kitty double layer t-shirt top. Again, it's children's or very small women's. But that's an actual Japanese top, isn't it? So that's interesting. This is going to go timber any second now. Oh, pull some more out of there. Have I missed anything exciting in the chat? Phoebe says, never say no. There must be room in the loft. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But it's so badly organised up there that it's a right mess at the moment. Again, children's clothes. These can go up the road. I don't sell kids' clothes. I don't find there's enough profit in it generally, unless you can find the really good brands. Because obviously kids' clothes are usually of tax-free, aren't they? They're VAT-free, which means they're cheaper anyway to buy. And so by the time you've added on postage and whatever, it's gone past what people want to pay. I don't know where this is from. Little party dress. If anybody has any children in the chat and is looking at any of this stuff and going, oh, I like that, let me know. I'll post it out to you for nothing. It's no good to me. So I suppose I could do a bundle. But yeah, if anybody's eyeing anything up. Butterfly by Matthew Williamson. That's a 4-year-old skirt. Not 4 years old skirt. It's a skirt for a 4-year-old. Little fleecy jumper. That's really fleecy and soft. But it is kid stuff. I don't buy kid stuff, and she knows it. I quite like that. It wasn't me. It was my unicorn. That's a 7 to 8 years. I know a little girl who'll have that, actually. Our little visitor will have that. A refuge. Thank you, Karen. That's the word I was trying to think of. Mandy, sorry. Yeah, Karen's mother-in-law got a Medal of the British Empire for working in a women's refuge. I couldn't think of the word refuge. My brain would not do it. What's this? This is, oh, it's a, I had it the wrong way up. Warehouse again. Warehouse sleeveless polo neck top. What do you call those things? It's got a name, hasn't it? Tank top? Yeah. And a little bit more kids' clothes. Got a Cherokee shirt from Tesco's. Another little Next Boys shirt. Again, like I said, these can go up the road where they'll be useful. And a pair of Gap skinny stretch jeans in a size 8. Anybody out there a size 8? Well, you shouldn't be. Have a cake. No, in fairness, if you're an 8, fair play to you. I'd be an 8 if I could get away with it. If I could still eat cake, I would. Right, so that's that sack done. Do we want another sack? Or shall I bugger off now? Have I taken up enough of your time? How long have I been burbling? 59 people out there. Bless you, 59 people. I've been on 35 minutes, apparently. So there's 59 people watching. I think there's probably about 25 of you in the chat. Hello to everybody who's not in the chat. If at least 10 people say they want another sack, I'll open another sack. If not, I'll go away. Okay, so I've got Karin and Hyperpicker and Lainey. They all want another sack. Lil Nav says, sat at my desk at work watching Carla live chat before winding down for the weekend, looking forward to the reseller raffle at 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. tonight, the raffle, apparently. Is it on Nick's channel? It is Nick's channel, isn't it? Another sack. Go for it. Sack. Sack. Sack, 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 sack. Okay, I'll do another sack. I don't want to bore you. So if it gets to the point where you're all thinking, oh, for Christ's sake, woman, take your sacks and bugger off, then say it. You go. Lex says, my mum ran away to a women's shelter with 2p in her pocket, and they were amazing with her. I think they do fantastic work. Yeah, like I said, they're very discreet. Occasionally, an angry husband appears and does a bit of shouting in the street outside, and that's a bit scary. Not for the neighbours, but it must be scary for the women in there. First, in the moment when you wonder, is that my angry husband? But yeah, I think they're fantastic. Ariella London. Not a brand I've heard of. Peter Ray's got tickets 1, 2, and 3 straight in there. You were, Peter. Ariella London. It's a really nice dress. It's like gunmetal colour. Gunmetal satin dress. Might even be silk, but I don't think so. I think it's a man-made. Can I find a label? Specialist dry clean only. 97% polyester. 3% elastane. Lining 100% polyester. Said it was man-made, didn't I? But it is a beautiful dress. It would look lovely on me. Again, on my left thigh. Because that's the only place it would fit. Possibly not even my thigh. It might have been my left ankle. Right, let's see if I can get some organisation going. Take them out of one sack and put them into another. Another children's coat. This one will go nicely up the road. This is J Jeans, which I think is an American brand. I don't recognise it. Quite a nice coat, that. Again, that can go up the road. Especially at this time of year. If you have to leave everything behind at this time of year, you'd be grateful of winter coats and things, wouldn't you? Julia Hill says, off to get my doggy's passport now, so I'll watch back later. Is that Ariella? Is that the House of Fraser one, Darren? Lex says, ooh, polyester. Oh, polyester. Ooh. That was a lovely face. Ooh. Maybe I'll get that one for the thumbnail. Jigsaw jersey dress. Bit late for that one for the weather, but bye, Julie. This one's a bit more winter colours, isn't it? Nice green kaleidoscope dress. Kind of officey, worky styley, that one. £7.50 a sack. I'm glad I said yes, even though at the time I was like, oh my God, where will I put them? Even in the car. I sat in the car looking in the rearview mirror at these sacks piled up behind me on the back seat going, what have I done? What have I done? This one is 2, which is, of course, Sainsbury's, but again, quite a nice skater-style heavy jersey dress. Good for anyone working in an office at this time of year. Nice pair of tights. Nice pair of thick winter tights. And Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Where did that saying come from? Oasis. Scuba material dress. Don't like these. They feel odd. I look like flipping Fagin. You got to pick a pocket or two. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Chat doctor says I look like Les Dawson when I did that face. I look like Les Dawson most of the time. Kat says, do you like the surprise nature of the sacks, the not knowing what you're going to pick out next, or do you prefer to choose your own stock? I'm enjoying the, ooh, what's in the sacks. However, I like picking my own stuff. As I was saying when I was on Nick's channel the other night, I'm not loving listing it. Because I didn't choose it, I don't have a connection with it. Heather said exactly the same thing. I don't have that bond with it. If I choose it, then I see it in a shop and I go, oh, yes, I want that. I'm going to sell that. I'm going to make money. And I build that connection with it, whereas I haven't got that with this stuff. So it's a strange kind of, I know there's money in it. I'm pleased with the stuff, but I don't love it. Don't love it, which is silly, isn't it? Silly, I know. Lots of what says Leslie Smurf Dawson. Very clever. Now, this was marked at £25 on the rail. It's wool and cashmere. It's from Wallace. It's a very nice, very long, almost Heather the Treasure Pirate length coat. It's lovely. It's a shame Heather's not in. I could sell it to her because it's about 8 foot long. As is Heather, bless her. I can't find the... it's very heavy. Very heavy. Hi, Andrea. Andrea says, I wish they did sacks near me. In fairness, they don't do sacks as it is. This is not, you can't walk into this one and buy sacks. It's the fact that I spoke with the manager a while back, left her to chew on the idea for a while. I didn't say to her, I will buy sacks at X amount of money. I said, I would be interested in buying the stuff you take off of the shop floor before you send it on to another shop, depending on the price. She stopped me when I went back into the shop a while later and said, are you still interested? And I said, yes, I am. But again, it would depend on what the stock was and depend on what the price was. So the first time, hi, Brian. And not only did I bring the clothes in, Brian, I bought 6 more sacks. So I've lost my thread. What was I saying? Doesn't take much to send me off. Hi, Donna. So the first time I went, she'd got a pile of stuff and I went through it and I kind of sorted it into, I would buy this, I wouldn't really buy this. And she said, okay, well, I will do it all for £1 an item. I said, oh, okay, that's fine. And then the next time she said, I've got blah, blah, blah sacks. And I was like, I haven't really got time to go through them all. How much would you want for the whole lot? And she went, oh, I think she wrote out about £12 a sack. And then she added it up and she said, oh, we'll make it so-and-so. And then make it so-and-so amount worked out to be £10 a sack. Sorry, I've lost my thread. Sorry, I should leave the modding to the mods. They're doing a perfectly good job. They don't need me interfering. Yeah, it worked out to be £10 a sack. And then when I went back for these, like I said, I was expecting to pay £10 a sack, but I was expecting it to be a couple of sacks. And when it was 6, she saw my face and she said, you can have all of them for £45, which works out at £7.50 a sack. So it's not as though she generally does sacks of stuff £7.50. It's just that I've built up this kind of connection, and also that I've taken everything she's offered me, which, although it's been a bit of a problem about where the hell am I going to put it, I think it's made her feel more kindly towards me. I'm going to sleep now. This is such a lovely coat. It is Wallace. It is 70% wool, 20% nylon, 10% cashmere with a lovely acetate lining. And it is really, really long. Heather, would you like a nice big grey winter coat? Heather, if you ever watch this, let me know. DBG said I'm the same height as Heather. I got it. She knows now. So there we go. That's a beautiful coat. And that, yeah. Nowhere to store the damn things, though. Rocky Rose says, definitely not Fagin, Carly. You're more of an artful dodger, a cheeky, friendly dealer. Always felt Fagin was a bit misunderstood. I mean, he was only making his way, wasn't he? And looked after all those boys, didn't he? Miss Smith woolen cashmere blend with other fibres. Now, this looks like a nice quality coat. Just put a bit of gold chain in it, and I'm the only one to tell you. I've not heard of this brand. I don't know whether the inner label will have more of an indication. Miss Smith. 70% wool, 20% polyamide, 10% cashmere, lining 100% polyester. Doesn't give me any indication about Miss Smith, but it's a Miss Smith woolen cashmere blend. Again, another long coat, camel coloured. That's camel, isn't it? Yeah. Any idea about Miss Smith? Peter Ray says he's got to go. His latest video won't upload itself. Oh, I've got such a massive pile of clothes that's waiting to... In a minute, it's just going to avalanche and I'm like, underneath it all. Bye, Peter. Tap Peddler's just in. Missed the notification. Hi, Tap Peddler. That's Derek, isn't it? Alex Oliver says, I think Charlie Bronson is very misunderstood. No, he's not, love. People understood him perfectly. He was a psychopathic lunatic. Still is, I believe. I've missed a couple of bits of the chat. I'm sorry if anybody said anything. If you said anything exciting, say it again. Lex says, are we going clothes shopping tomorrow? We can do if you want, Lex. I'm quite happy to take you around the high spots of Bristol. And then when I come see you, you can take me around the high spots of Bridgend. Karen says I should do a regular What's in the Sack show. Yeah, but sometimes what's in the shack might be rubbish. And Lex says, hashtag Carla's piles. Donna says, I wonder why she's got rid of the coat so soon. All good for you, no doubt. I think it's because it's a very small shop. It's a really, really small unit. They get a lot of donations in a nice area. When Caroline came to stay with me, these are the ones we went to look at. There are only 2 charity shops in this little... Hi, Josh. Only 2 charity shops in this little area. One of them is excessively expensive, but it is stuffed full of lovely brands. So it's one of those that you go in and you flick through and you go, oh, look, oh, look, oh, look, I can't afford any of that at these prices. So the one a couple of doors down gets a similar level of donations. They don't price it quite as highly, but it's still priced a little bit more than I want to pay. I wouldn't pay £25 for that coat, for example, because I just feel like that's too much for me to invest in one item. I'm very tight-fisted. Lex says, high spots of Bridgend, the cracked end near the bus station. I love the fact that you know where that is. So, yeah, I think the beginning of that was why is she getting rid of the coat so early? Just because I think she has so many donations coming in. She likes to keep the stock moving. She likes to keep the shop fresh and move stuff along as much as possible, I think. That's just my guess. I've forgotten that I was putting stuff into the other sack and just carried on putting it up here in a pile. Last one out of this sack is Zach London. Never heard of Zach. Don't know who he is, but she priced it at £7. Long tunic dress with a floral front and a stripy side. Very slimming, that would be. Possibly. Or possibly the opposite. I'm not sure. The panel front usually makes for a slimming effect, but whether the stripy side would counteract it, I'm not sure. That's that sack done. Do I open another sack or do I bugger off? Lex says she knows all the best places, for example, the brothel above the chemist. And Selena Scott says, let's get in the sack with Carla. Ka-chings are coming for you. No, it's I have no ka-chings. It's Facebook messages from my daughter and stuff. I'd love to read that out loud. It's just a little indication that karma always comes around and bites people on the ass. But I'm not going to read it out loud. I'm just going to keep it quietly to myself. Brian says, slimming tunic dress. Oh, I'll have that. You'll look lovely in that, Brian. You look smashing. Lainey says, more sacks. Donna, open the sack. Lex, sack. Lobster pot, more sacks. Hyperpick, open more. Mandy says, no, when you sell all of those. It'd take me months just to list them, Mandy. Lainey Ray says, get your sacks out, Carla. They do resemble sacks, unfortunately. Okay, shall I open another sack? Lexa just sent me a message saying Willies. Luckily, I'm not screen sharing. Willies! But that reminds me of Dick and Dom. What was it Dick and Dom used to say? Bogies. Okay, more sacks? Are we sure? I don't think 10 people want more sacks. If I have to have 10 yeses before I open another sack. Let me see. Okay. Lainey, Mandy, Donna, Lex, Lobster Pot, that's 5. Hyper Pickup. Lainey, that's you again. DBG, that's 7. Josh, have I ever thought about paying someone to list it for you? I'm kind of a control freak. I've thought about paying someone to do drafts. I've thought about paying someone to do photos. Photos are the bit I hate. I don't hate the listing. I really hate the photos. Loathe taking photographs. So that would be the bit I would consider paying somebody else to do. Yeah. Okay, I think that's more than 10. Brian says, Lex hasn't sent me an appropriate Facebook message yet today. I'm sure you'll get one any second now. And Karin says, my 72 listings grid has no ticks yet, but yes, more sacks. Karin, I will open another sack, providing you have done 2 drafts by the time I get to the bottom of the sack. Just 2. That's not many, is it, Karin? You can do that while you're listening. Come on, Karin. I believe in you. Come on, Karin. Okay, and Brian's shouting hairy sack. None of my sacks are hairy, Brian. Weird man. Okay. I can't open all the sacks. I'm literally surrounded by a wall of clothes. Oh, God, I can't reach the sack. Okay. Must remember, if you see me putting stuff up there, remind me it's meant to go down there. You can't see anyway. Okay, this is another mystery sack. I haven't opened this one. Oh, it's velour. Velour. H&M embroidered velour blazer. Do we like velour or is it velvet? It feels quite nice. I think it's brand new. It's brand new. Brand new with tags. It was originally £34.99. It's a size 8, again, with those slim people who don't eat Reese's for breakfast. But yes, quite nice, that, isn't it? Quite like that. I'll put that on the other leg when I've got that other size 8 thing on the first leg. Comes with spare buttons, but it would do because it's brand new. I'm trying to see with it. It's 97% cotton and 3% spandex. Wash with like colours. Well, if you haven't got anything else that's dark green velour, don't know what you do then. Brian says, I've got my inappropriate Lex message and I am blushing. I bet that looks lovely with your haircut. Mandy says, please don't fall off the chair. It wouldn't be the first time. And Donna says, take a shot every time she says sack, pissed by tea time. Lex Oliver says, send nudes. Everybody send Lex Oliver nudes. Oh, this is eBay ringing me. Oh, bear with. Hello? Yes, speaking, yeah. I'm very well, thank you. Yeah. Yes, I'm aware of that, yeah. I think you guys emailed me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, I list myself. I do believe that you guys sent out some lists of listings that needed updating to some sellers. I'm in a couple of reselling groups, and I believe some people were sent direct lists. Are you able to do that for me, just to kind of cut the process a bit quicker? I see. That would be great. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. That's fine. Yeah, that's great. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thank you. Lovely. That's great. Thank you for your help and thanks for your call. Thank you. Cheers. Bye bye. I'm glad that happened while I was live, partly because obviously it's always thrilling to be on the phone while people are watching, but also because this is something I meant to mention. You know, eBay are bringing in this new addition to item specifics. If you don't sell clothing, you can have a nap while I say this. If you sell clothing, they're bringing a new addition to item specifics. They want you to make sure you fill in the color specific and the sleeve length. And they have been ringing some sellers. I presume they're not going to ring everyone because, oh my God, how many? But they've certainly been ringing some sellers and checking that they're aware of that this change is coming in. And then offering to send out an Excel spreadsheet to tell those sellers specifically which of their listings need altering. That's a useful thing because I've got 1,100 listings, and to go through them all one by one and check whether they need changing was going to be a pain in my wahoonie. So they're going to send out the spreadsheet. I actually cut this call. Last time he rang me, I was in the loft and I was like, I'm not taking that call. I don't recognize that number. And then afterwards I realized what it was. It was Dublin. So if you haven't had this call and you do get a call, the number they're calling from is a Dublin number. It's 0353 1512 1123. And I know a lot of us see a number that comes up on the screen and go, I don't know who that is, I'm not answering that. But if you see that one, answer it because it's quite a useful phone call. They will only send out the spreadsheet with the list of listings, the spreadsheet with the list of listings that need changing if they've spoken to. They're not sending those spreadsheets out unsolicited. That's the right phrase, isn't it? So you need to take that call if you want that happening. And that, I said, for my idea, that's a helpful thing because it will just cut the work. Carrie said she's had her spreadsheet. So I'm glad that happened while I was live because it reminded me to tell you. I'm just going to scroll back through the chat and see if I missed anything. Where are we? Donna, yeah, I read that out tonight. Lex said send nudes. Claire says she thought of me yesterday when she saw Reese's advent calendar. Mine's downstairs. I'm really struggling to hold on until December. I could have like November advent and then buy another one, couldn't I? That would be fine. That would be okay. DBG said she made Lex blush yesterday. I find that hard to believe. She's a brazen woman, our Lex. What did you do? Brian was laughing at my phone call and saying, oh dear, stolen goods department. Catherine wants to know why I was on the phone. Is that fella, have you warned in their live and not to swear? You are live on Carla's channel. Please do not swear. I swear on my channel, so if eBay want to swear, that's fine. People are laughing there. How much did you pay them to ring you? That was just really good, wasn't it? Really good timing. Josh says, wow, eBay cares about the sellers for once. Carrie's had her a spreadsheet. Hyperpicker says, very interesting. If I started doing clothing, I'm thinking of doing Depop. I only do eBay. I don't do anywhere else. I know I ought to, but I don't. But I ought to. Yes, Brian, we will FaceTime you tomorrow. Lex and I will. I don't know what time Lex is coming, but we will FaceTime you tomorrow. We will have a natter. And also at some point, we want to do a live show with Lex and Brian and myself, if we can get everybody onto that. I thought that would be fun. And Brian thought it would be fun. And Lex knows nothing about it, but she thinks it'll be fun too. DBG says, I've got to watch Lex's live from yesterday. I thought I'd watched it. And she's the queen of inappropriateness. Perhaps I didn't watch all of it. Zahir's in. Hi, Zahir. Oh, Mandy says, I've just sent you one of those advents. I can scoff at. Mandy, you are a hero, and I love you to death. Yes. Yes. Reese is all through November as well as December. Max says, oh, I wait with anticipation. I'm relisting at the moment, although I usually do this bulk now. I'm going through and checking specifics. It is time-consuming. Donna says, Hyperpicker, Vinted is good, and Macari. Again, I should list all of the things. And yes, Brian's up for the live stream. Sunderland of Scotland. Surely Sunderland's not in Scotland, is it? Is Chris Gott still here? I don't know. Sunderland, perhaps it's just a brand name. Sunderland of Scotland. It's a guaranteed waterproof, breathable Wainward Ladies GT Pro Sports jacket. That sounded like a wish heading, didn't it? There we go. So I'm back on my sacks, just in case anybody wondered what's going on. Oh dear, and that's fallen straight out of the sack and now it's on the floor. Bastard. Oh, see, I swore. Lex says that DBG and Steve were trying to find out how many people have seen my rude bits. Nearly everyone, I think, Lex. Like, in the world. Nearly everyone. Certainly everyone in Bridgend. Now, this is a brand I've seen before, and I've never picked it up. It's Hela, or Hula. Hela Loves London. I think that's an E. Maybe it's a K. Maybe it's Keela Loves London. Who's that? People who know what clothing says and people who can read calligraphy script. What does that say? Hela Loves London? Keela Loves London? Anyway, it's a poncho. Ponchos were definitely in last winter. Don't know whether they're still going to be in this winter, but we'll flog it. We'll flog it. Next is only half of Bridgend. Oh, Sutherland, not Sunderland. No, I'm sure it said Sunderland. I don't know now. It's back in the sack. Zahir just got in for a failed trip around the shops, found nothing. How did you find nothing, Zahir? Go back and open your eyes properly. Mila loves London. Thank you. Can't read that. Mila loves a new look brand. Okay, any good? Okay, the Sunderland one is a golf brand, is it, Lainey? Josh says, your question is, why does Keela love London? Apparently Keela doesn't, Josh. It's Mila. Do keep up, boy. Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss, extra large. Quite nice, isn't it? Extra large navy jumper. Men call them jumpers, or are they sweaters, or is that an American term? We're into suiting again now. Again, brand new. Oh, this is the same label as the the trousers are there. This is the jacket. The autonomy trousers. This is the suit jacket. I have an entire suit. An entire suit. See, these are good, happy sacks. Oh, I don't know. I think it's my own hair. Misha's mum says, hi, everyone. Finally caught a live chat. Hi, Misha's mum. So here says, my eyes are fine. They're just sullied from all the carp they've seen. Stop looking at fish, mate. This is my channel. There, you can say crap. Ryan says, we don't say jumpers. And Shelley says, it definitely Mila. Oh, I didn't see you come in, Shelley. Hi. And Laurel, hi. Anybody else popped in while I had my back turned? Hello, everyone. Monsoon, bobbly kind of pom-pommy, crappy kind of, well, not crappy, it's lovely. Bobbly pom-pom, bolero jacket, cardigan, short thing. That's my title, just in case anybody wants. Those are the keywords. Bobbly kind of crappy pom-pom short thing. Red herring, that's Debenhams, isn't it? I don't like that. Again, it's very military again, but I don't like it. It distresses me. I'm sure that's Debenhams. Yeah, Debenhams. Oh. Misha's mum says, another one from Brizzle. Whereabouts in Brizzle are you, Misha's mum? Fair enough, my next door neighbour's called Misha, but her mum doesn't live here. Karen says, I'm back. 2 drafts done. Yay! Round of applause for Karen. Well done, Karen. Topply board and Panagore slide duplicate. I don't know what that is. Chris Lilly says, hi, got in alive. Hi, Chris. Carrie says, Carla Delevingne wore a tuxedo to the latest royal wedding, so very popular at the moment. Did she do anything about her eyebrows? I mean, I know they're deliberate, but they're getting a bit out of control, aren't they? Fat face, sleeveless body warmer type cardigan type thing type jobby. There you go. There's another title for you. Very succinct titles. Oh. What's that? That's a label I don't recognise. Oh, it's Crew Clothing. It's just inside out. Crew Clothing sweater with the big. What's the big neckline thing? The big kind of chunky neckline affair. This bag's fallen over again. This bag's got it in for me. It's also got a massive hole in its bottom. Julie says, I've just packed back in quickly. Autonomy is its own brand. It isn't M&S. Oopsie, I got it mixed up with another brand. They have their own store and retail and many others. Thank you, Julie. Misha is in Down End and Misha's her doggy. Misha's mum is in Down End and Misha's the dog. Oh, Brian's got a question. Do you ever use both US and UK keywords in a listing to potentially snag a GSP sale, i.e. sweater and jumper? I've started listing plush as stuffed animals and soft toys for that reason. I do use plush and soft toy in the thing. Don't ever use stuffed animals. And I have been known to use sweater and jumper. It depends on how much space I've got left. If I've got space to fill in, then I go and put all sorts of random stuff in there to get the extra keywords. That one's phase 8. Phase 8, one of those... Flairdy Hemdy things. Again, title, Flairdy Hemdy thing. GSP's good, Carrie. Do GSP. GSP is good. We like GSP. This is only new look. Only new look, but it's fine. Green ribbed crew neck jumper. Oh. And this feels like it might be a nice wool. But it feels slightly acrylic-y though. Hang on, bear with. Such fun. Pink climate, wash inside out. Don't quite know why the climate would care what way round you washed it. Where's the flipping fabric content? It's 100% acrylic. Just goes to show that Carla doesn't actually know anything. It feels lovely. It's really, really soft. Really soft. Carla knows nothing. And last couple of bits out of this sack. Marks and Spencer lime green. Thoroughly unpleasant, I have to say. Thoroughly unpleasant lime green top. Sorry if anybody in the chat is currently wearing one of those and thinks it's lovely. I don't like it. And Linear, which is... Linear, again, why don't I know where places are Linear? Is Linear its own brand? It's 95% viscose and 5% elastane. Linear's an own brand. It's a standalone brand. Linear, black top. There we go. That's another sack done. Shall I stop now? Are you bored? Derek's on about metal horses. I don't know what I've missed, but apparently there's metal horses out there somewhere. Yeah, you definitely want GSP, Carrie. It's so much more straightforward than doing your own international. Now, having said this, Zahir would disagree. Does his own international postage, doesn't like GSP. But in my opinion, I find it much better than doing my own international postage because as far as they're concerned, you only have to get it to them. And after that, it's their problem. Whereas the number of issues I've had sending stuff internationally that has not arrived is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, Andrea's Attic says more. Lucy says more. Brian says 6 more sacks. I don't have 6 more sacks, thank goodness. I have 2 more sacks. Do you want more sacks? Have I been on for ages? Linear is Debenhams. Thank you, Kath. I've been on for 64 minutes, over an hour. Over an hour. 2 more sacks? You don't want 2 more sacks, do you? So here once more, but then he's only just arrived. Is anybody still here who was here at the beginning and has not fallen asleep, died of boredom, slit their wrists, gone off to do something else? Max says, don't stop. I've got supplies, coffee and mince pies. Well, send me a mince pie, love. I like those. Karen says, yes, do more. I'll work tomorrow. Karen, if I'm going to do another sack, you need to do another 2 drafts. We've set the precedent now. If I do another sack, you need to do another 2 drafts. There's no reason why you can't do that and listen at the same time. I list and listen constantly. Lex says, finish it. Andrew Zatic says, more. Brian says, I've been a seller forever. He is very, very old. I won't and haven't shipped internationally until GSP. Only Americans would get my goodies. You give your goodies out all over the place. You've sent your goodies to Lex. I'm sure you have. You and Lex have been sending goodies back and forth. Celia Scott says, don't stop. Lord, if this is the stuff a shop can't sell, what in God's name are they selling? It's full of nice stuff. These shops are full of nice stuff. Like I said, I wish I had more money because well, if I had more. No, I don't wish I had more money. Look at what I've got for what I've got. I'm just saying silly things now. Karen says, no, I like to chat. Okay, Karen, we'll do 1 draft, come back, chat a little bit, and do another draft. Derek says he's got a sales video premiering at 6 p.m. tonight if anyone fancies it. It's only a 15-minute long one. If I'm around at 6 p.m., Derek, I'll try and be there. Lainey says she's still here. Lainey was here at the beginning. She's still here. Okay, shall I do another sack? Hands up for another sack. Brian says Lex ain't had these goodies. Don't believe you. This is only really half a sack. Maybe I took some of the skirts out of it. I don't know. Shall I? I'm gonna. Okay. We're not starting well because I don't like this at all. It's classic, apparently. It's more Lex's kind of thing than mine. Classic M&S, UK 16, olive mix, apparently. It's an olive mix tartan, unpleasant skirt. When I say it's more Lex's thing, I don't mean Lex wears unpleasant clothing. I mean she buys more vintage stuff. Lex's clothing is lovely. You can always see her boobs, which is, a plus. Lady says, just tell her you have Karen. She can't see. And Karen says she'll know. I will know. I've got children. You cannot fool me. I will know. Question, when you send an item to eBay for GSP, do you send it tracked? Yes, I do. Yeah, because as I say, if my tracking shows that it's got as far as the GSP base, then I am covered for everything else after that. So yes, I don't send signed for, but I do send tracked. Okay, this is limited edition. I don't recognise that, and yet I feel like I ought to. Doesn't seem to have a wash tag. It also doesn't seem to have any lining, and it seems like it might benefit from lining. It's an unpleasant skirt. Not loving this sack. This is not a happy sack so far. Just because I don't like what I'm finding. Oh, it's M&S. It's an 18. Meh. Lex says I love unpleasant things. I don't love that skirt. I do not love that skirt. What's this? It's another skirt. It is Marks & Spencer again. This one feels nicer. It's a 14. It's a 2-part set. So unless it's another skirt, there should be a jacket somewhere. Maybe there won't be. Little flary, officey style skirt. In the bag. Oh dear. We've got some very unpleasant colours. Look. This is diarrhea colour. Brendello. It's 100% wool and it's definitely vintage. Commercial dry clean only. It will sell, but I won't like it. Look at it. Look how ugly it is. Can you see that? I've changed nappies that colour. Not pleasant. Lainey says, I recorded my son washing the windows to prove it really happened and I'm still not sure. My son did ours and they're worse now than they were before. I don't know what he cleaned them with. DBG says, I got some gift box jewellery sets in Oxfam yesterday for 50 cents each. No idea how to list them, keywords, etc. I'm not the one for jewellery. You want Lex for that, or Texas Gal Treasures for jewellery, or Rebecca Malik, if you catch her online, she knows about jewellery as well. I'm not the one for jewellery. I can't be bothered to sell the stuff. So here says, I sent a small parcel with tracking to Russia today for £12.50, although I charge £24.99. I like doing my own shipping. Funny that, Zahir. Hashtag blatant profiteering. Who said that? What's this? This is... Oh, good God, this is an illegible one. Whatever does that say? Maybe the one in the neck's a bit more. Whatever. Not only is it illegible. Look, what the fuck is this? What? I don't even know what's happening. Okay, it's Bohemia. Is that a good brand? Have we heard of Bohemia? It's unusual. Look, I can't work out. Right, hang on. These are the shoulders. So for there on down, it's a perfectly ordinary looking tunic dress. But then there's this bit, which is like a... I don't know. I don't... Lex, when you come tomorrow, you have to help me work out what the hell that is. I've no idea what that is, but it's a brand called Bohemia, if they're any good. That was very confusing. Brian says I don't even like buying myself clothing, much less listing it. You're a brave lady, Carla. Cass talking to Carrie about the GSP. Another vintage country cash. I know there's money in vintage, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, look, something kinky. Papaya, which is Macmillan, isn't it? Papaya? Papaya size 12, leather and faux leather. Faux leather and suede mini skirt. Yeah, Macmillan, size 12. Coating 100% polyurethane, backing 85% viscose and 50% polyester. Contrast 100% polyester and lining 100% polyester. Completely man-made, probably out of old car tyres. I'm going to have to go soon. I need a wee. Oh, look, and there's some more kink for the top half. This is actually Zara collection, though. This is a black tunic with leather banding. Oh, I do need a wee. Isn't it funny how you go from I think I might need a wee to oh my God, I really need a wee in a split second? This is going to be the last sack, guys, because I'll wee myself. M&S collection. Another pencil skirt. Boring. And this is not a happy sack. I mean, there's money in it, but I'm not loving it. I'm not happy about this one like I was about the other one. Amphora. Amphora stretch skirt. Don't know about Amphora. Never heard of them either. Another suede one. This is Peruna, so this is more chance of being half decent quality. Oh Lord, tiny writing. My eyes are so old. Product of Bangladesh. Main fabric, 12% elastane, 88% polyester. Isn't that unusual that they printed them the other way around? Normally you get the highest proportion first. How odd. That's a nice item though. So it's a faux suede, brown faux suede skirt from Peruna. Brian says leather pants make me think of bread. Yeah, Joey in his leather trousers. Another Peruna dress. And last one, last but not least, Marks & Spencer again. Another little pencil skirt. I might bundle the pencil skirt. Somebody who works in an orifice, otherwise known as an office, might want those, might they? Hi, Pete from Alan's World. Nice to see you. Yeah, ladies, would you not rather pick out the good bits and then bundle the rest as one lot? I may well do that. And Cassis used to work at the DSS office where Bread was filmed. I'm very jealous of that. Bread is my favourite ever sitcom. And it is Brian's second favourite because he likes Are You Being Served best. But he never knew about Bread until I taught him. See, I've educated the Merkins. Well, one of them anyway. Well done, Karin. What's a plated drop? Is that pleated, love? I hope you put pleated in your title and just put plated here. Otherwise, you're going to have to pop in and readjust that. Brian says, have a wee while you're rustling a bag. We'd never know. I'd know. I'd be sat in a wet chair. Right, there's one bag left. Lino Nola Hussey. Don't mention that woman's name in this house. This is the last bag. Shall I open the last bag or shall I give up, go away and go and have a wee? What do we think? Hi, Deb. Nice to see you, love. Oh, that DSS is not there now. It's been knocked down and replaced by a huge shopping centre. That's a shame. Lex Oliver says sack, sack, sack. I'll undo the top of the sack. I might have to go away for a wee, though. I might have to cut this one. This one's very, very tight. Snip, snip, snip. Snip, snip, snip. That is sad, isn't it, Brian? I would have gone there and had a look. I would have gone on a touristy trip. Okay, last bag. Since I did get this far. Oh, I think we're back on coats again, people. We are back on coats. Long winter coat. Q. Oh, hello. Happy sack. Was priced at £25. Q coat. 90% wool, 10% cashmere. Hello, I like you. If I was in a shop, I'd be going, you're coming home with me. But that got me into trouble once before. Because there was a gentleman listening and he thought I meant it. Oh, I can't get in the bag. I'm falling off the chair. Send help with chocolate. Oh, it's okay, I'm back. Oh. Oh. Right, everybody's saying I can go and have a wee. Misha's mum says open the bag and then pee in it. Lenny says, can you actually get out to have a wee? That's a good point. I can't get out very easily. And it seems to have passed a bit. So we'll sit here and suffer. And then if you see me go, oh, you'll know it's come back suddenly. Yeah. Sometimes if you ignore it, it goes away. Oh, purple velour. Oh. Very Christmassy. Oh, it's Laura Ashley. Why did they do this purple velour? Priced at £7 originally. Oh, it's very long. Look. It's a very, very long Klimble dress. Don't we? You are so close. We're not that close, Lex. You won't feel it from there. See what I did there? It's hilarious. Laura Ashley, purple velour Christmas party dress. Somebody will want that, won't they? First two items out of this sack have been good. What the heck's this? Sosandar. No, there's a brand I've never heard of. By the way, is this, when I look at this, it's coming up the wrong way around on my screen. Is it coming up the right? Oh my God. Is it coming up the correct way round for you guys? That says Sosandar, Sosandar. That sounds Danish or something, doesn't it? It's a truly unpleasant burgundy dress with a zip down it. Sorry if you're Danish and you think I'm insulting your fashion. I've never heard of Sosandar. See, Darren Smart's buggered off now. I need him. Lex, you're not funny. Kat says don't cough. Donna says if you go, well, no, you've done it. Oh, it's the right way round. Brian says upside down. That's you, Brian. What's this? Oh, very military. French connection. I like that. If I were a size whatever the fuck that is, I'd wear that. I've sworn again. Not just, oh, a size 6. Who's a size 6? Hands up in the chat if you're a size 6. Not you, Lex. That's really nice. So military style. Military style. I'm losing the ability to speak, guys. Size 6 French connection. I like that. I do like that. If you're a size 6 in the chat, let me know how the heck you do it. Seriously, even my feet are bigger than a 6. Death by Glove says my leg is a 6. Brian says he's a 6. It's a lie. Selena Scott's put her hand up. Are you genuinely a 6, Selena? Oh, Out of Exile. Oh, this is a happy sack. Now, bear in mind, Out of Exile stuff is hideous. I mean, look at that. This is a truly, truly unpleasant item. However, there's money there. Out of Exile coat. That's probably a 50 quid coat, maybe more. Bloody awful, though. Bloody awful. Hair in mouth again. Selena says she's genuinely a 6. How do you manage it, Selena? How do you do it? Karen says she's a size 6 shoe. Lady says a lower arm is a size 6. Andrew's Attic says add 14 to it and I might squeeze in. Steampunk. Was that the green one or the Out of Exile? Shelley Braithwaite said please, but I'm not sure what she's saying please to. Keto, is that how you became a size 6? But were you ever my size before? NW3, do we know NW3? Do we know NW3? I don't think I know NW3. It's got lovely lining. The lining has got bulldogs and ducks and shoes and post boxes all over it. Now I'm going to undo it so you can see I really like this. Out of Exile. Oh, right, yeah, the steampunk, yeah. Look. I really like that. I've never heard of NW3 though. Out of Exile is spelt without the E, funnily enough. Mags, it's out of, and then it's Xile. And it's written in a very strange script. Claire Riley says Hobbs. Don't know what Hobbs is. Which is Hobbs? What, the NW3? Is that Hobbs? Excellent. You guys are fabulous. You guys are just so helpful. I love you all. You're fantastic. Alan's World, it says, is keto where you have no sugar but eat fats? I don't know. NW3 is Hobbs. Lovely. Thank you, guys. This is an odd one as well. This one doesn't... Dorita London. This is a kind of a tweedy wool effect coat in a cream. Never heard of Dorito either. Doritos crisp, isn't it? I don't like Doritos. They're horrible. They're spicy. Oh. Yeah, high fat, moderate protein, no carbs. Shelley says the please was an accidental post. Well, I don't know who you were asking for stuff, but at least you're being polite. Right, let's pull this stuff out. Oh, we're into trousers. This is the last bit, guys. I think I dropped something. Oh no, it's just the leg of the trousers. Okay, Coast. This was a happy sack. I'm very happy about this sack. Coast, nice long winter dress. Party dress. Lovely. DBG says all I eat is fruit and toast. All I eat is chocolate. James Jeans. Never heard of them. Never heard of James Jeans. They are made in the USA. Made in the USA. That's boring, isn't it? Dry. God, my eyes. Dry aged denim fitted by Seun. S-E-U-N. Don't know what that means. What's that mean? Brian, you're American. Explain yourself. But yeah, James Jeans, those are. Have you heard of James Jeans, Brian? Help me out. Tell me they're wonderful. They're very long leg. They're exceedingly long length. Lainey Ray says I calorie count. Yeah, I've seen your stuff, Lainey. Lex says keto works for me as long as I don't drink alcohol, which I do a lot. Blue Harbour, I know them. Those are M&S. Blue Harbour trousers. A men's beige chino from Blue Harbour. The last item. It's the last item. I don't know why it's getting its own theme song. I'm gonna have a drink. Karen says 5th of November. I'm back on the diet. Brian says he hasn't heard of that brand, but then he wears rags. And JD Network says it's okay. Lex, stick to the wine. It's class of 5 a day. Right, these are dun dun dun. Henry Lloyd. They are brand new with their tags. The original price was £75. Can you guys see that? £75. They are waist 32, leg 30, which means Anthony may want them, although I don't think he cares about Henry Lloyd. And they are a blue chino. So there we go. £75 you have to pay if you go in Henry Lloyd for a pair of chinos. That's it. I've done it. I've opened 6 sacks. I'm surrounded by a world of clothing. I don't want to list anything. I mean, I'm very pleased with some of the stuff, but oh my God, where am I going to keep it all? Where's it all going to go? I need a new hanging rack in the loft, really. I wonder if I can persuade Anthony to put me up a new hanging rack. Lex, when you come tomorrow, do you want to help me reorganise my loft? Lex will be like, I'm not coming tomorrow now. I've got other plans. I have emptied the sacks. It's official. Lobster Pot says sacks talk with a happy ending. Always a happy ending. Always. And Brian says healthy eating doesn't taste good. That's the issue. That's so true. If they could make the good stuff taste like the bad stuff, nobody would have a problem, would they? Yeah. So, right, Lex does not want to help me sort the loft out. Well, Lex, that's selfish. 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 Not shellfish. Not like Lobster Pot. Selfish, like mean. Brian says I need carbs, cheese, more cheese. I like cheese. I don't think about how much I like cheese until I go on a diet and can't have very much of it. And then I think, oh, I like cheese. Really pleased. Bear in mind, if you haven't been here since the beginning, I had 6 sacks at £7.50 each. Everything you see here has cost me £45 in total. £45 altogether. The Out of Exile coat I expect to sell for £50, which makes everything else free. These are happy sacks. I am a happy lady. I am pleased. I'm just surrounded by shit and I don't know where to put any of it. Well done, Karin. I love you. I'm proud of you. JD says you need somewhere with lots of outhouses. Outhouses are definitely the future. I'm actually considering a storage unit, but expensive. And if Deb Stevens, if you could throw away some of your kids, I could rent that room in your house that we talked about. Just saying. Chuck your kids out. There's good love. I could chuck my kids out and then I wouldn't need to rent a room, but then I wouldn't be able to afford my own rent. So yeah, DBG says, are they all in good condition? They are all in excellent condition. Like I said, this is the stuff that she has previously tried on the shop floor and has not been able to sell on the shop floor, which there's the bonus for me. I didn't want the stuff that they reject for the shop floor. That's when you start getting the crap. That's when you get the stains, the holes, the rubbish brands. I didn't want the stuff that she'd rejected. I wanted the stuff that she'd already pre-approved for her shop floor, but then that hadn't moved and she was going to move it on to another shop. And instead of moving it on to another shop, she's selling it to me in sackfuls. I'm delighted with that. She's happy. She's got the money going through her till. Again, I think all the charity shops at the moment are struggling. They've got more donations than they know what to do with. So I'm delighted with the stuff. It's all in excellent saleable condition. There's very little there that I wouldn't sell. A couple of things that I might bundle, like the M&S skirts, for example. If they're similar sizes, I might bundle those. Deb says Scott's moving out before Christmas. I would be very interested in renting a storage room, Deb. Very interested. We must talk about that. Just in case you're wondering, Deb lives across the road from me. So yeah, I am delighted with this lot. There's very little there that I won't sell individually. What I'm not so delighted with is the fact that I have to do some work because I can't put anything away until it's listed. I made this rule for myself that it has to be listed before it gets put away, because if it gets put away, it never gets listed. So I now have to live surrounded by all of this until I actually list it. So that should spur me on to do a bit of work. My listings challenge for October is going okay. Let me see if I can find it, show you guys. There it is. October listings challenge. I filled it up to 20 a day, but I set myself a target of doing at least 10 a day. You can see that there are days when I have not achieved it. The big yellow stripes are when I was on holiday. Having said that, I did get listings going up while I was on holiday, but I drafted them before I went. And then there were 2 days when I got back from holiday when I think I was kidding myself. I thought I was going to get anything done on those days. And yeah, and I'm pulling, I haven't done any drafts today, but that's because I've been doing other stuff. I have been working today. So October listing challenge is going fairly strong. I've done what, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. There's well over 150 new listings there for October. Quite pleased with that. But I do need to do a bit more. But then October's not over yet. Christine says, I've caught you. I'm just about to go, Christine, but welcome. I've been here about 3 weeks, I think, chatting away about my sacks. And now I'm just about to swan off. I will be back Sunday morning. I do not know what time. Lex is staying Saturday night, I believe. And if Lex is staying, then shock horror, Lex, you're getting up and coming to the car boot with me Sunday morning. Be prepared. Be very prepared. She probably won't stay now. She won't turn up. But I've found a reason why I need to stay at home all weekend. Message me later, Lex, about that. But yeah, lost my thread. I'll be back Sunday morning with a live stream. Like I said, I may have Lex with me. Lex may live stream with me. That would be nice, won't it? And thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. I don't know how long I've been here. Let's have a look. 88 minutes. So what's that? It's just under an hour and a half. This is the longest live stream I've ever done. So thank you very much for those guys who came at the beginning and stayed all the way through. Thank you to anyone who's popped in and out and all the rest of it. It's been lovely to see you all. I've enjoyed spending the afternoon with you, going through my sacks. And yes, Deb, you can come if you want. I leave around about 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning now. And yes, I will be back Sunday morning with a live stream. Everybody enjoy your Friday night, and I'll see you tonight on, I think it's Nick's channel, for the charity raffle. Be there or be a square thing. And I will speak to you all soon. Take care, everybody. Bye. Where's my off button? Here we go again with the how do you stop this thing.